Do you think that's very professional, talking like that to a member of the public?
I don't care. What do you think?
Obviously.
Yeah. So,
Get your fucking hand off me. Come on then.
Take
Come on
your
then.
camera off.
Come on then. Come on then.
Your camera
Come on
off.
then. That's assault, mate.
Call the police.
That's assault. Yeah, call the police. Yeah. Call the police.
All original footage belongs to DJ Audits, recognized as one of the respected figures in UK auditing.
You're flying a drone here, are you?
Sorry?
You're flying a drone over here, are you? No? It's got off that one there.
What about it? I'm not flying it. It's just on the floor.
That's all right, yeah. I was just asking you what your intentions are.
No, no, no. Nothing.
No?
No, no, no. Why? Fly it over here?
Yeah.
Well, that's all right.
No.
What are you talking about?
Unless you've got a license to fly over private property.
I've never heard of it.
No, mate.
Is there anything I can help you with? Is there anything I can help you with?
No, I'm just going to find out what you're doing with that.
Well, it sounds like you want me to fly over, apparently.
No, I don't want you to fly over. I'm just letting you know that you can't fly over.
Well, I do need to see what's down there, so I could use it.
And why is that? Why do you need to see what's down there?
2 minutes. Why? Are you listening in on our conversation?
Yeah, you can listen in, boys. Why
Are you listening in? You nosy buggers. What's that, mate?
Why?
Who are you, sorry? Who are you?
Never mind who I am. I'm asking you. Why do you have to fly your drone down there to see what's going on down there?
Just being nosy, that's all.
Well, go be nosy somewhere else, please.
No, thank you.
Because if you come near here, then we'll just get the police down. Take you away.
Take me away?
Yeah.
What
You know,
that
there
for?
are laws about filming in public and private areas.
Can't tell me more.
You should know all this.
Oh, it sounds like you know more than me.
Well, yeah, just seem like that, doesn't it?
So what can't I do?
So when you get done...
What can't I do? Film in what? Public and private areas?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of it, mate, so if you're going to walk away, I'll just carry on.
Yeah, I just told you, you're just trying to be a smart ass.
Yeah, no problem, mate. No problem.
And here we go. The moment a simple drone on the ground turns into a full-blown interrogation. You're flying a drone here, are you? The tone isn't casual, it's accusatory, like he's just caught someone breaching restricted airspace. The auditor stays calm, it's just on the floor, but instead of clarifying or checking actual regulations, the security manager jumps straight to questioning intentions. Classic escalation tactic: create suspicion first, figure out facts later. Then comes the kicker. Have you got a license to fly over private property? Hold up. That's not how UK drone law works. There's no private property flyover license. The Civil Aviation Authority regulates airspace, not individual property lines. So either he doesn't know the regs, or he's hoping the auditor doesn't. And when the auditor pushes back, the security manager pivots. Why are you listening in on our conversation? Wait, he approached him, started the conversation, and now accuses him of eavesdropping. That's some Olympic-level mental gymnastics. Then the threat: if you come near here, we'll get the police down and take you away. For what exactly? Flying a drone legally? This is where authority gets shaky. When vague threats replace actual legal grounds. The security manager tries to lecture about laws around filming in public and private areas, but can't actually cite any. You can almost feel the bluff crumbling in real time. So here's the real question. Was this security manager genuinely unaware of drone law, or deliberately trying to intimidate someone who clearly knew their rights?
Well, mate,
I won't be long, mate. I'm just having a look.
Just check the legal standings. You have to gain permission. You have to gain permission from the landowner.
I won't be long, mate. Don't worry.
That's what you've got to do.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Okay, I've just checked it legally.
No problem at all, mate.
So it says permission for landing, permission for flying over.
Once I've got my footage, I'll be
As long as
gone.
you're 50 metres away from people and vehicles with the camera, with the drone. Otherwise you're breaking the safety regulations.
Just here to get my footage for the video, that's all.
What's the video for? Or who's it for?
Well, we started off...
Independent,
We started off on the wrong foot, didn't we?
Yeah, no, we
You didn't want to tell me who you are. You've not got no SIA licence on display, unlike your colleagues.
I've got an SIA licence.
It's been covered by your tie. You're hiding it.
It's not to be shown to you.
You're hiding it.
Who are you to ask to see my licence?
You're nobody to me, mate. That's all that matters.
Yeah, well, slip a foot here, son.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said, don't step over this threshold.
Does it look like I'm anywhere near your threshold? Does it? Does it look like I'm anywhere near your threshold? Does it? No.
Huh?
So get back in your threshold. Yeah. Leave me alone.
My threshold's everywhere, mate.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is. I can stand out in the public.
Did I say you can't?
Well,
if you're talking about thresholds, get behind it, and I'll stay this side of it.
Just stand behind it.
Keep your nose out of my business, all right?
Keep yours out of mine.
How?
How what? You come on, I'm flying a drone over your business.
Is this your business? You're just a security operative, that's all.
I'm just a security operative.
That's all.
Well, thank you very much for putting me in my place.
Yeah, someone's got to.
Yeah, you little
keep
patronising prick.
What's your language?
No.
Do you think that's very professional, talking like that to a member of the public?
I don't care. What do you think?
Obviously.
Yeah. So,
get your fucking hand off me. Come on then. Come on then.
Camera off.
Come on then. Come on then.
Your camera
Come on
off.
then. That's assault, mate. Call the police. That's assault, yeah. Call the police, yeah. Call the police.
Yeah.
That's assault.
You're filming me.
Get your fucking hand away from me.
You're filming me without
I don't give a
my
shit.
permission.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to work. Yeah, get back to work. Call the police, please. He's assaulted me. If it was the other way around, you'd be calling the police. So do it for me, please. SIA licence holder, please. I'm asking your help. Do the right thing. Do the right thing and call the police, all right? You've just witnessed an assault. And I expect your witness statements to back me up.
And just when it seemed like things were cooling off, it explodes again. The auditor starts calm and collected. I've checked the legal standings. You need permission from the landowner. He's citing drone regulations like a pro. Permission to take off or land is needed, but overflight is regulated by the Civil Aviation Authority, not whoever's standing at the gate. But watch how quickly this conversation shifts from legal chat to territorial standoff. Step a foot here, son. Wait, son, this isn't de-escalation, it's a power trip. And the auditor calls it out. Does it look like I'm anywhere near your threshold? He's standing on public ground, and legally, that's where his rights are strongest. Then the security manager drops the line of the day. My threshold's everywhere, mate. Oh, really? Since when did security badges come with magical property extensions? Spoiler, they don't. And then boom, the mask slips. Yeah, you little prick. Professionalism just left the building. That single outburst changes the whole tone, from a rules discussion to personal hostility. Seconds later, things turn physical. Get your hand off me. That's assault, mate. And he's right. Any unwanted physical contact, even a shove or grabbing someone's equipment, can be considered common assault under UK law. Here's the key moment. If it was the other way around, you'd be calling the police. So do it for me, please. Exactly. If a member of the public laid hands on security, cuffs would already be out. But when it's reversed, suddenly everyone goes quiet. And that's the real tension here. Double standards. So what do you think? Was this a case of one hot-headed guard losing control? Or does this kind of unchecked aggression happen more often than we see?
DJ Audits. Yeah.
Who's in charge?
Who's in charge? Someone upstairs.
Can I have a word with him, please?
Go and get him. Go and get him, yeah. Yeah. You have to go and get him. No keyrings.
Well, we need to see how this is dealt with. Gentleman
I just noticed your bike, I did.
Gentleman in yellow that's just disappeared down there has actually assaulted me.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All on camera.
Oh, you're joking. Right, okay.
So, I'm sorry, mate.
Yeah, no, sir. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Funny. I can't believe he's done it. I watch your videos, mate.
Thank you, I do appreciate it. I wish it was under better circumstances, you know.
That's why just when I seen you, I thought, fucking hell, DJ Audits. That's why I come
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. And he knows the law, and that's so you might as well forget everything else.
Yeah, mate, before it all kicks off, here's a keyring for you. Thank you for watching, yeah?
Oh, you're a star,
Thank
mate.
you.
Nice one. Cheers, mate. I know that I've watched your videos, so I know that he's fucked
Yeah,
up.
yeah, thank you.
I know he has.
Hiya. Is your name Dave? Yeah, so Dave, about 5 minutes ago, I was out on the public highway, just doing some filming and flying my drone, and I was assaulted by this gentleman.
You were flying your drone, not on the public highway.
From the public highway. I was flying it over.
From
That's
the
allowed.
public highway, and as I pointed out to you, I checked the legalities. If you're flying over private land, you are to gain prior permission
I don't know what you've read.
to fly it. I've just
Hold on,
read
calm
it.
down. I don't know what you've read, but it's wrong. I know what I'm doing. You came out and assaulted me.
I did not assault you at all.
I've got it on camera. Would you like to see it, Dave?
I didn't assault you. I went to grab your camera. I said, stop filming
You made
me."
contact. You've got no right to do that.
So,
Contact.
so
You're filming me without my permission.
I'm allowed to out on the public, don't you agree?
No.
I don't know the rules and regulations, if I'm honest. I would ask what the drone was for, what he was filming of my depot.
Yeah, that's allowed.
Yeah, but I was just asking what for.
I'm making a YouTube video.
What, sorry?
I'm making a YouTube video.
A YouTube
of the site.
video, okay.
'Cause last time, hold on, last time Google went over, it
as
was all
for-
mud.
As for Stuart here, he works at OCS, doesn't work for me.
You contract him. He's a subcontractor under your control.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not
Your
acceptable.
complaint will need to go to him with the video footage.
Oh yeah, definitely will. But at the moment, it's a risk to public. It's working on your site, representing you, and it's a risk.
The tension shifts gears fast here. First, the auditor isn't just filming. He's actively escalating it to management, demanding to see who's in charge after the alleged assault. That's exactly what you're supposed to do after an incident. Escalate up the chain of command, document everything and keep rolling. And then boom, mid-complaint, one of the staff recognizes him. Wait, you're DJ Audit? You can feel the awkward flip. One of the staff members suddenly switched into fan mode, handing him a key ring like they've just met a celebrity. But don't get distracted. The legal discussion comes back sharp. The staff try to challenge the drone flight. If you're flying over private land, you need permission. This is where knowing the actual Civil Aviation Authority (CAA) regs matters. Overflight of private land doesn't automatically require landowner permission in the UK. What matters is takeoff, landing location, and distance/safety rules, like staying 50 m from uninvolved people. The alleged assailant tries to rewrite the story, saying he only grabbed the camera, not assaulted him. But legally, any unwanted physical contact is equal to potential assault. It doesn't need punches. It's about intent and contact, not injury. Then the manager admits, I don't actually know the rules. This is huge. A lot of on-site staff try to enforce laws they don't actually understand, and that's exactly why these audits expose weak points. Finally, the cherry on top, the manager distances himself. Oh, he's a subcontractor, not my employee. Classic liability dodge. But legally, if he's working under their control on their site, there's still a duty of care and corporate responsibility to address misconduct. So here's the real question. Do you think this was a genuine misunderstanding, or are they trying to cover their backs after being caught on camera?
And now ask you to leave, please, now. And you can take up the rest of the...
Wow, so you're not even going to take it any further?
it doesn't work for me.
What's the contractor? What's the security contractor name and contact number, please?
OCS.
Yeah, can I have some contact details for your contact there?
I've got none now.
Wow, that's brilliant, isn't it?
Well-
That's brilliant to help me with my complaint.
No, your complaint will be to OCS. If you complain to me, BCC...
You're happy
I'll
for him
just
to
pass
behave like that on your site, representing Birmingham City Council at the front gate?
He wasn't on my side.
Yes, he
He
was.
went out to the public highway.
Oh, you want to take
Yeah.
that stance, do you?
As
You want to
you-
take that stance?
As
Is
you
that just what you just said?
told me,
I
that's
thought
what
he come
he
out
said.
to the public
Oh, so
highway.
once it's out on the public highway, it's nothing to do with you. Is that right?
Words were,
So-
that's your fucking threshold.
Excuse me, who swore?
You
So-
are just a
Stuart,
security
Stuart,
operative.
That would be your statement.
Who swore?
It's already.
That will your be statement in OCS. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And these guys, before they go on.
Yeah, they witnessed the assault as well. They rang the police for me.
No, they didn't, mate.
I can.
Well, Dave, you've told me now how you're dealing with it. So you're brushing it under the carpet.
I'm not
You've asked me to leave.
I'm trying to get you the address.
Have a word.
Yeah.
It's quite urgent.
you proud of your actions then? It doesn't sound like you've got any regrets.
Sorry?
Are you proud of your actions today? Doesn't sound like you've got any regrets. Would you do it all again the same?
Maybe not. Would you?
Well, what would you have done differently?
What would you have done? Would you have maybe come and said, do you mind if I film here? This is what I'm doing.
No, I wouldn't.
Because I didn't know you, like he knows you.
I don't care.
I didn't know you.
It don't matter if you're known or not. You should be treated the same.
We've just got instructions to follow. That's, you know,
Well,
I know it's the old defence of just following orders.
I doubt very much
But
you've got instructions to do what you've done today.
Yeah, come on. Let's be real.
Nobody's going to instruct you to stop somebody flying a drone over the site. Believe me, it's not written down anywhere. You've made it up in your head.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. Are you telling me it's written down somewhere then?
No, I haven't.
Are you telling me it's written down somewhere by OCS telling you guys to do that?
No, not OCS.
Who's told you to do that then?
Client instructions.
Well, that was Dave.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that Dave wants you to stop drones flying
He
over?
just told me he'd call the police to have you removed from the site. But
Well, let's see it then. Let's see it.
That's not my doing.
This is where things get interesting and frustrating. The moment the auditor pushes for real accountability, management instantly steps back. He doesn't work for me. He's a contractor. Classic corporate maneuver. When the auditor asks for the contractor's contact info, they conveniently don't have it. That's not just unprofessional. That's an obvious attempt to create distance and avoid taking responsibility for what happened on their site. Then they shift the blame to location. He was on the public highway. But that doesn't magically erase the fact that this guard is representing them at the front gate, interacting with the public under their name. Legally, if he's contracted and working under their instruction, they can't pretend he's some random bystander. The auditor calls out the brush off directly, so you're just sweeping it under the carpet. And honestly, that's exactly what it looks like. Instead of dealing with the assault claim, they tell him to leave. And that says a lot about priorities. The real twist comes when the auditor questions the guard personally. Are you proud of your actions today? The guard admits he might have handled it differently, but tries to justify everything with just following instructions. The problem? There's no written directive anywhere telling security to stop drone flights like this. He basically made it up on the spot and tried to back it up later by invoking the client. This is a textbook example of how responsibility gets bounced around between contractors, clients, and individuals. And in the end, accountability slips through the cracks. So here's the question. Do you think this was poor training or a calculated way to avoid blame once the camera started rolling?
You've already called the police. Are they on the way?
Excuse me. What's your name?
DJ.
DJ. So I'm just going to get you some details for you.
Dave, I mean, I forgot your name, but can you confirm whether the police are on their way or not?
Don't know.
Well, you was on the phone to them.
I haven't called them.
He
We
has.
don't know.
Have you spoken to the police about this
I've spoken
matter?
to the police, yes, they don't know if they'll send anybody.
Right, well, I need to call them then, don't I?
Because it's police manning, isn't it?
It's what, sorry?
It's police manpower, isn't it? Whether they,
What, for an assault?
there's no assault being committed.
We'll see. I've offered Dave to see the footage, but unfortunately he didn't want to see it. He feels like somebody representing his company on the front gate in security isn't a serious matter, and they can just assault people. And then the person that has been assaulted has to go and complain to the security contractor.
Yeah.
And when I asked yourself what the phone number was, who's your boss's name? What's your boss's name, please?
I don't know, mate. We've been taken over.
See,
by
it's
OCS.
pathetic. Right, guys, I'm not wasting any more time here. You've had plenty of opportunity to take this seriously, but you're pushing it under the carpet. I'll now escalate it myself. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you.
This part is pure accountability check, and it exposes just how unseriously the site is treating the situation. The auditor presses the obvious question. You've already called the police. Are they on the way? And suddenly, everyone starts passing the buck. One says, I don't know. The other admits they called but aren't sure if anyone's coming. For an alleged assault, that's a pretty weak response. Then comes the real kicker. Management casually claims no assault has been committed. Meanwhile, they refuse to even watch the footage that could prove it. That's not procedure. That's avoidance. If you actually cared about investigating, you'd review the evidence immediately, not shrug it off at the gate. The auditor highlights the absurdity perfectly. Someone working security for this site allegedly assaults a member of the public, and instead of taking responsibility, they tell the victim to go deal with the contractor himself. No contact number, no supervisor name, no willingness to help. It's almost like they want the whole thing to disappear. In the end, the auditor does exactly what you should do in situations like this. He stops wasting time with people dodging accountability and decides to escalate it through proper legal channels himself. Here's the question. If this was you, and management refused to even view the footage, would you trust them to handle it internally, or would you take it higher like the auditor did?
But here's the police now. Coming across the road, look.
Morning, dude. Morning, sir.
Oh yeah.
You doing all right?
Yeah, sound mate.
We're good.
I'll just bring this down so I can talk to you.
Landing.
Small, aren't they now?
Yeah. They make them nice and small so they're not a risk to anyone if they fell. How can I help?
Essentially, mate, well, I don't know much about the incident, mate, but we got a phone call just to say that there's someone filming the site. I imagine, is it auditing you're doing, is it, or journalism, something like that?
Well, it's a big topic of conversation at the moment, this place, isn't it?
The business strikes and stuff.
Yeah. So I've come just to have a look, and when I looked on Google Maps, it's all a piece of mud. So the place is quite new as well. Get some footage.
What's your channel called? You're not DJ, are you?
I'm DJ Audits.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I've watched so many of your videos.
Really?
Yeah, I recognise your voice.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, fair play.
But still stay impartial, you know. So they've called to the police
Right.
saying that someone's filming the site.
Right.
You felt it important enough to turn up. Tell me more.
Well, that's pretty much it at the moment. Obviously, we'll speak to them, see what I think. Obviously, they've contacted us, so we'll speak to them, mate. Get some detailed thoughts. I think, obviously, you probably know more about drone legislation than I do, to be fair, just because of I don't understand this you do day to day, and for us, it's not something we deal with every day. So, I imagine there's going to be no, not that I know anyway, from my experience with this site, there's no flight restriction over it. It's only normally airports and stuff, isn't it? Normally they have things like that, or heliports, things like that. So there's not one of them in place, and I imagine you're entitled to do what you've been doing. It's just a case of whether there's been an altercation or anything.
Yeah.
Once we ascertain whether there's been one or not, obviously, we'll.
Has that been reported as well then?
No, but I'm just because when we get calls to jobs like this, sometimes that can be an allegation that's made. So
And has it been made on this occasion?
I don't know much about
Right.
it. So I'll wait till my colleague comes back to me with what he's heard, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, mate, there's no issue with the recording aspect, unless they tell us that there is a flight restriction in place, which
Unless who tells you?
the staff. But
What, so you're going to take their word?
I didn't say that, did I?
Yeah, I'll show you. Let's put that one to bed.
This is where things get really interesting. The police finally arrive, and right away, the energy shifts compared to the site staff. The officer approaches calmly, curious rather than confrontational. The auditor even brings the drone down mid-conversation, a professional move to show cooperation, not defiance. The officer admits he doesn't know a ton about drone regulations, which is actually pretty common. Many frontline officers don't deal with UAV rules daily, but instead of bluffing, he listens, observes, and keeps it chill. Then comes the twist. He recognizes the voice. "You're not DJ, are you?" Boom. Instant recognition. Even the police are familiar with his audits. But to the officer's credit, he immediately clarifies he'll stay partial, which is exactly what proper policing looks like. Professionalism over personal bias. The conversation that follows is a textbook example of how these situations should go. He acknowledges there's no known flight restriction in the area, no immediate offenses, and frames the response around fact-finding rather than intimidation. That's what officers are supposed to do. Assess, not assume. Then the auditor cleverly challenges the line of authority. The officer mentions he'll rely on staff to confirm if any flight restriction exists, and the auditor pushes back. So you're going to take their word for it? Perfect moment to highlight how private security often tries to dictate rules they don't actually control. This interaction is calm, smart, and shows the stark difference between security bluster and police procedure. But the real question is, did you notice how quickly the tone changed the moment the police got involved?
The Civil Aviation Authority decide, not staff, don't they? Do you know on drone assist, just here, look, if you was near an airport, I'll just show you. If you was,
like a big,
yeah, so near the airport, in there, anyone flying a drone within that area, and it's a free app, everybody can get it on their phone, but we're outside of it, look, we're that blue dot there.
Happy days.
So even if the site say, we do not allow drones, this is a no-fly zone, whatever they say, it doesn't matter because the CAA decide that, you know?
Okay.
Oh yeah?
Are you okay? I've explained to them, I presume, I've been told DJ Audits, I've seen your videos, I've explained to them, you're well within your rights, you probably know the legislation better than me and my colleague, them. Site manager's he hasn't got a problem, he's watched your videos, he knows what you're about. Yeah, I'm recording, I'm sure my colleague's probably said he's recording, I presume you're recording as well. Crack on, it's good weather for it.
Thank you, thanks for that, but it's a little bit more serious.
Okay.
Because whilst I was at the other gate, trying to do this and trying to explain that it's not a problem, I was assaulted by security.
Okay. I presume that was captured as well?
Yes, it was, yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm happy to show you it right now, and for then you to go and get the details from the person, if you feel it necessary.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah? So we'll stop the recording and I'll show you right now?
If you're on, that'd be great, yeah. Do you want to give details and sort of and be cooperative in terms of a police investigation, yeah?
I've spoke to him since and I says, would you have dealt with that a little bit differently? Looking back, you know, with the with hindsight, nope. And then he accused me of swearing at him when he was the one swearing at me, and I was saying to him on camera, please stop swearing at me. So for him then, when we was in front of the manager in there, because I went to put a complaint in about him, and the manager wants to sweep it under the carpet, if things were dealt a little bit differently here, I wouldn't bother pursuing it. But he has tried to spin it on me, make me the wrong guy, make me be the person in the wrong.
Yeah.
So on this occasion, yes, I would like to do something about it. So I'll just get in there, my friend, 1 second.
Yeah, no rush, man. You going around Birmingham at the moment, or is that where you usually go around?
I've only started here today. 1 second, I'll just get this connected.
This part of the encounter is pure gold for anyone who follows auditors. The auditor calmly clarifies something that private security often gets completely wrong. It's not the staff who decide drone rules, it's the Civil Aviation Authority's CAA. The auditor even pulls up the Drone Assist app to show their exact location, proving they're outside any restricted airspace. That blue dot on the map ends the debate right there. Even if the site claims no drones allowed, it simply doesn't matter. CAA regulations override private policies. This is where knowledge of the law completely flips the power dynamic. The officer acknowledges that the auditor probably knows the legislation better than both officers combined. And that's not arrogance. It's experience. The site manager clearly recognizes the auditor too. You can tell from the officer's tone he's watched your videos. He knows what you're about. That line says it all. But things take a more serious turn. The auditor explains that while trying to educate security at another gate, they were physically assaulted. And crucially, it's all captured on camera. The auditor immediately offers to show the footage, cooperating fully with police. This is how you handle it. Calmly, legally, and on record. The officer's response is exactly what you'd hope for. He's willing to review the footage and gather details from the person involved. Meanwhile, the auditor recounts how the security guard tried to twist the story, accusing them of swearing even though the opposite happened on camera. The manager's attempt to sweep it under the carpet only makes the situation worse. Here, the auditor makes it clear, if the incident had been handled properly, they wouldn't push it further. But because the guard tried to flip the narrative, they're now choosing to take formal action. This is accountability in action, and a textbook example of why filming matters.
Always record it on my phone, just in the interim. I will have to get the footage on like a proper link, just because that's best evidence. So is that going to be, is that something you need to go home to do, is it, or?
Yeah, send me a link.
Yeah, and you're able to do it.
I'll upload the whole bit, so it's not edited. You can see before and after.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay. Obviously we'll crime it. You've got no injuries, have you?
No, but...
Pain, discomfort?
I've got a bit of pain just here, but I'm not making a big deal out of it.
No worries. Okay.
I don't know whether you... Can you actually see that's a bit swollen than the... Can you see how that's a bit swollen than that side?
Yeah.
So I'm saying right now, this part of my hand is hurting more than it normally does. and visually we can both see it's a little bit swollen. If I now look back at that footage and I can see...
What was he touching? Is it that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to rip it off.
Okay. So he's put his hand onto your camera and
Hoping to rip
have you
it off.
tried to knock his hand down?
Yeah, I've moved his hand out my way. Self-defense.
really
Oh, that's probably what I've done it with. Self-defense.
Okay.
So if I injure myself using self-defense,
It's still an assault. It doesn't make a difference whether it's... At the end of the day, he's put his hands on you and you've been injured. Do you know what I mean? And it's not a situation where you haven't got any cuts or anything like that. So it'll be a common assault that we'll record based off that. Imagine, I don't know whether you've ever had crime number or any dealings with Westminster Police before, but we'll send you a crime number through text message. I imagine it works the same with the police forces, and then I'll obviously send you that link to obtain the footage.
yeah, no problem at all. Yeah,
My colleague's going to try and get his details then.
yeah.
Wait until he comes back. We'll see if he's able to find him. If not, we'll go in and we know what it looks like now. So yeah, we'll go back that way. Are you happy to give me some details?
Yeah, of course.
You're not recording, are you?
Yeah,
You are.
I'll edit it out. No problem.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I don't want to take your
No, it's fine, mate. Thanks for the consideration.
ruin your
but
video by taking I imagine you don't want all these people on the internet knowing you.
I'll cut it all out. It's only when you're live that stuff matters, isn't it? You know. But thank you.
Do you do live videos? Do you just do
No.
live? We had someone, my friend, who's an officer, was in the city centre a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago now, and we had Audit in Britain. He's another popular one, isn't he? That does a lot of videos and stuff.
This part highlights how a professional, evidence-based approach turns a confrontation into a legitimate police matter. The officer explains that for the case to hold up, they'll need a proper evidence link, not just a quick playback on a camera. The auditor immediately agrees, offering to upload the entire, unedited clip before and after the incident, which shows full transparency. That's exactly how you keep credibility airtight. When asked about injuries, the auditor downplays it but still points out visible swelling on their hand. The officer carefully examines it and walks through what likely happened. The security guard grabbed the camera, the auditor moved his hand away in self-defense, and the contact left minor injury. Crucially, the officer clarifies that even if the injury occurred while defending yourself, it's still classified as common assault if the other party initiated contact. That's textbook legal grounding. No gray area here. The officer then moves the process forward like clockwork. A crime number will be issued via text. They'll retrieve the footage through the provided link, and his colleague is off to identify the suspect. This isn't just talk. This is the stage where a casual incident becomes an official recorded assault investigation. Notice the mutual respect too. When the officer realizes he's on camera, he casually checks and the auditor promises to edit him out to respect privacy. It's a small moment, but it shows how auditors who stay calm and cooperative often get the same energy back. The officer even chats about other auditors like Audit in Britain, showing he's familiar with the scene. This section perfectly balances legal procedure, evidence handling, and real human interaction. A reminder that the smartest move in tense moments is to stay factual, cooperative, and keep the camera rolling. Here is a question for you. If you were in the auditor's position, would you have pursued this as a formal assault or let it slide?
Yeah, looks like I'll send the link. Actually, I'll send the link now. Sometimes it takes a few hours to come through.
Has the bin situation got better recently?
Yeah, so it's I think from a policing perspective, I think we've definitely had I think we've definitely seen it, you know, I think at the start obviously it was quite contentious, and I think recently it's sort of relaxed a little bit.
Yeah.
But obviously the picketing is still taking place. I don't know whether you saw any of it when you attended.
Yeah, it just finished.
Yeah.
When I arrived, but I'm not seeing loads of bin bags, you know, around.
Yeah,
so the collections are happening, aren't they?
Collections, I think the collections are picked up. Yeah, it's still ongoing. It's just
So some people are still getting missed collections, are they, in your patch?
from what I understand.
Yeah. Do you see piles of bin bags still on your travels?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah, no.
Because when I seen AB's video when he did this area, there was loads, weren't there?
Yeah, I think
mountains of it.
Yeah, obviously when it first sort of came about, I think it was And since then, there's obviously been measures put in place to try and tackle it.
Yeah. Relief staff. Yeah.
To be honest, I can't comment too much about it.
But, no, just observations. Yeah.
From the outside looking in, so to speak.
I was reading a little bit about what caused it, you know, and the unions are not happy about this particular thing being removed.
This section shifts gears from confrontation to conversation, showing how interactions can evolve once the tension eases. After agreeing to send over the evidence link, the discussion drifts toward the city's bin collection problems, an issue that previously made headlines and even featured in other auditors' videos. The officer gives a candid update. Things were chaotic at first, with rubbish piling up everywhere, but over time, measures like relief staff have helped stabilize the situation. The auditor engages naturally, referencing past footage from others, which adds depth and context to the exchange. What stands out is the tone, relaxed, respectful, and genuinely curious. This is the kind of interaction that breaks the stereotype of auditors and officers being constantly at odds. Instead of hostility, you see a brief human moment where both sides talk about shared local realities. It doesn't derail the investigation. It shows that professionalism doesn't mean shutting out real conversation. Here's a question for you. Do you think moments like this help build mutual understanding between auditors and police? Or do they risk softening the edge of accountability?
Yeah, that was a bit of the geek in me. See, when I visit these places, I am actually interested, you know. I'm not here just to be an idiot. These guys are saying, well, what are you doing? What do you want to do that for? I'm here to make a video. And however my artistic creation, you know, however I want to make my video from the public place, I can do using the tools and staying lawful. But he just did not believe that I could fly the drone over. And he went to look up some rules, and he just got it wrong, that's all.
That's it, I think primarily it's about engagement and conversation is the way to approach these things. Regardless of whether you're knowledgeable about it or not, like obviously we had a conversation when I came up here and it's like, drone legislation is not my strong suit, I suppose you could say, because like I say, it's not something that we deal with on a daily basis. Obviously, we have auditors. The auditors that I've encountered in the past, I've never encountered someone operating a drone.
Right, okay.
And things like no-fly zones, obviously we have specialist officers that deal with that sort of thing on our drone unit. So as a response, we're aware of auditors, we're aware of obviously the different motives and how to identify those things.
This is what I show people. The Civil Aviation Authority, they make the rules, and when you get down to where you can fly, he says you have to keep at least 150 meters away from residential, recreational, commercial and industrial, and you do, right? Unless you have a small drone. They made these smaller drones below 250. You can fly small drones and model aircraft that are lighter than 250 at the above, and then we just show them the weight, 249. So that shows you. But sometimes we don't get there, and we get people who just want to swear and just want to assault.
So people go on the defensive, don't they? But which I understand. No, I can see. Like I say, got to try and see it from both perspectives. I think I do like some of the videos because I think it helps people learn. People can learn a lot from me, whether it be police or whether it be just viewers who watch the videos. Whether they're interested in the police or interested in these organisations. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot that can be learned from it. I do see the positives.
It's educational. When you watch a programme that's got a shock element, like an assault, then whatever's said and done within that video, you sort of remember, don't you?
And I like seeing the positive interactions as well. I like seeing people share knowledge, and if you don't know something, there's nothing wrong with asking, is there? I think sometimes you just got to be mindful that you don't walk in situations with I know everything sort of attitude. I think sometimes on some of the videos, obviously that's what you see from police as well. Do you know what I mean? Police officers sometimes think that we know what we do.
This section is a great reminder that not every audit has to be a battlefield. Sometimes it's genuinely about education, dialogue, and mutual learning. The auditor takes a moment to explain his real motive. He's not there to stir trouble for views. He's actually interested in the sites he visits and uses lawful tools creatively to make his videos. His explanation of drone laws is clear and confident, showing how knowing your rights and the rules shuts down misinformation fast. The officer, to his credit, admits drone legislation isn't his specialty, but he engages respectfully, explaining that special units usually handle such matters. That kind of honest exchange is refreshing. Together they break down CAA regulations, like the 150 m distance rules and exceptions for sub-250G drones, in a way that's both accurate and accessible for viewers. They even talk about how misunderstandings can escalate when people react defensively instead of asking questions. What really stands out is the officer acknowledging the value of these videos. They're not just gotcha moments, they're teaching tools. Whether it's police officers learning how to handle audits or the public understanding their rights, these interactions leave a lasting impact, especially when there's a mix of educational content and real tension. Here's a question for you. Do you think these kinds of calm, knowledge-based exchanges do more to change public perception than the dramatic confrontations, or is it the mix of both that makes audit videos so powerful?
But yeah, I've sent that link to you.
Yeah, I think I've got a text message now.
Just make sure you should mark it through for like an upload number or one second name.
Yeah, I've got something there. Look.
Yeah, so I'm sure you'll, with your knowledge of technology, mate, you'll be able to figure it out. It's just click on the box and
yeah,
upload
no
it.
problem. I'm very interested in his side. Did he claim that I was the aggressor?
Okay.
Or?
What's your side first of all? I can tell you his sides. Not a problem.
So essentially, on the video, this gentleman's recording. There's a bit of a verbal altercation, isn't there?
I'm telling him to leave
He
me
said
alone.
that, yeah.
And then it looks like the staff member goes to grab the camera body.
That's what he said. Yeah. So it is an assault. I've made him aware that obviously I'll come and get your side, see actually what's happened. So all I knew before was assault. He's admitted that. He said he's gone to grab your camera when he's realised, or he's gone to sort of cover up the camera, made contact with the camera, and then he said some words he shouldn't have. He's sort of admitted all of that. He would be eligible for an out-of-court disposal, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
Community resolution, where he'd agree not to continue doing that behaviour. I can get a letter of apology in some form from him. Regardless of your sort of opinion and his opinion, whatever you've recorded will stay on our systems indefinitely. If you want me to do that community resolution, I can do that now. In essence, it's a warning to him, but it also show up on enhanced DBS check. So if he goes for a job with vulnerable children, it wouldn't go on his criminal record, if that makes sense, but it would show up on enhanced DBS and on our systems.
I'm just not sure whether the SIA would like it. You know, as an SIA license holder, their standards are very high. You know, for him to just flip so quickly, I'm not too sure whether he should be in that position.
Okay.
This part dives deep into the formal investigation phase, where the situation shifts from confrontation to accountability. The officer confirms receiving the video link, a smooth, tech-savvy step that ensures the evidence is officially logged. Then he lays out the security guard's side of the story. There was a verbal exchange. The auditor told him to back off, and then the guard admitted to grabbing or covering the camera and using inappropriate language. That's a crucial admission, because in legal terms, even brief physical contact like that counts as common assault. No excuses. The officer then explains the out-of-court disposal option, basically a community resolution. It's like an official warning with consequences. It won't give the guard a criminal record, but it will stay on the police system permanently and appear on enhanced DBS checks. For someone with an SIA license, that's no small matter. The auditor immediately raises a smart point. If the guard lost his temper that quickly, should he really be in a position of authority at all? That question cuts right to the heart of professional standards in security roles. This scene shows how evidence plus procedure can lead to real accountability without unnecessary escalation. It's not just he said, she said anymore. It's all on record. Here's a question for you. If you were in the auditor's shoes, would you push for a formal charge or take the community resolution route and let the system quietly handle it?
Normally, I would agree with you. Somebody would just get... It happened before, and he had to write me a letter of apology.
Yeah.
Is that one step further than what you're suggesting?
What's this, sorry?
Do you know when your sergeant decides whether it's serious? I know it's not serious, but when I got the letter of apology before from the guy who did similar.
Right.
Is that further than what you're proposing? Is that
it's
further down the line?
Same thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So letter of apologies it's pretty much always under a community resolution. So that's the condition. We put a condition on it.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. That's comparable.
I
to
would
what...
presume. I'm not saying for sure because I don't know, but I presume being an SIA badge holder, that will be a disclosable occupation, because he will have to at some points deal with vulnerable children coming onto site and stuff.
Yeah.
I presume he would have a requirement to inform his manager or the company.
Yeah, I think with a letter of an apology, he won't be able to avoid the fact of letting his employer know. OCS. Yeah, it's just a shame, because when I went in there to try and report it to his manager or his contractor, it is. So the person who gave him the contract, gave OCS the contract.
Yeah.
He says I was the person swearing at him. So he tried to play dirty tactics and spin it round to make himself look good in there to his boss. And he denied assault in there. But I'm happy that he's admitted it to you. I whacked his hand away from my camera.
Okay.
And you can see a little bit of a swelling there on my hand, right? But that's not directly from him. That's by me defending myself.
Got you. Okay. So in terms of the contact he's made with you, it was grabbing the camera, or like did he grab it and pull, or did he just sort of cover it and like hands on it, or?
Well, it sort of, I think he tried to pull it, but I can't.
Okay.
It was so quick.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What do you think? You could hear the thud, couldn't you?
Yeah, I think I'm.
Okay, so he's definitely made contact. Yeah, that's fine. Then I'm happy that's an assault. We'll record that.
Meets the threshold for comments.
Yeah.
I'll just take a photograph of your hand. It's all right. I know.
This section shows exactly how calm dialogue and clear evidence keep an investigation clean and airtight. The auditor recalls a previous incident where an apology letter was issued and smartly asks if that's one step further than what's on the table now. The officer clarifies, nope, that is part of the community resolution process. It's basically the standard way to resolve lower-level assaults without dragging things through court, but it still leaves a permanent police record that can affect future checks, especially for someone in a licensed security role. The conversation also uncovers how the guard allegedly tried to spin the story to his manager, claiming the auditor was the aggressor. But the difference this time is crystal clear. The evidence doesn't lie. Once the officer hears the full story and examines the minor swelling on the auditor's hand, he confirms the key legal threshold has been met. There was unwanted contact, therefore it qualifies as common assault. What stands out here is the professional tone. No shouting, no panic, just methodical fact-finding. And the auditor's decision to be transparent and cooperative strengthens his credibility at every step. Here's a question for you. If someone flipped the story like this guard did, would you still settle for a community resolution or push for something tougher to set an example?
Yeah, it's nothing major. I'm just saying, by me innocently making a video, I've now got this hassle.
Just turn over,
I expect that to be back to normal tomorrow.
Can I say another one? Sorry, out of focus. My skills aren't as good as yours. Just turn them over again, sir. There we go.
Didn't realise how far I got. I got about halfway and I was like, I've made a mistake here.
Is it all the way around there, is it?
Yeah, this is all the way round, well, probably as far as that warehouse down there in the round corner. So I'm going to take the car.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm going to take the car when I do it.
That's where it happened, round there.
Oh, it was round there.
Yeah, because I've got this bike, you see.
Got
I seen him walking down here, so I thought the police had arrived at this gate.
Yeah.
Because I knew he was on the phone to the police, and I was waiting there for you guys to hopefully see if it can go somewhere, because that's disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you've got the choice if you did want to go down sort of prosecution and court. It's completely up to you if you want to make a statement and go down that route, or if you feel like it's appropriate to have a letter of apology and have
the last letter of apology that I had was from a managing director who came out and did a similar thing.
Of this plant, or
no, in Manchester.
Okay.
But on this occasion, we're talking about somebody who's licensed.
Yeah.
So I need to think about this one. I need to see what the public would expect from me. An SIA licensed security guard has come out despite many warnings. I said, please just go back. There's your line.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Swearing at me. I don't feel like I'll...
If you want some time to think about it, you can do.
Yeah.
It's not something
I'll look up well, I'll ask a few of my colleagues who do a similar thing and see what they would do in my shoes.
Yeah. But essentially that's what it is. It's just it's why do you think with things out of court?
The problem is, when I just went in there to speak to the manager, I spoke to him face to face and he goes, would you have done things differently, mate? Thinking about it now. And I didn't get any remorse. It was just so smug.
Was he aware of what's happened? Was he?
It was the person who assaulted me. I just spoke to him in there after the event, hoping to hear something positive about it. But he was so smug, trying to spin it back on me, trying to make me the bad guy. Do I really just want to let him give me a letter of apology and have no... I don't know yet. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously,
we've got all of his details, so whether he continues working here, whatever, we've got phone number, address, date of birth.
Thank you.
So,
This moment really captures the emotional weight that lingers after an incident like this. Even when the legal process seems clear, the auditor reflects on how something as simple as filming in public has now turned into a full legal dilemma, weighing the decision between prosecution or accepting a community resolution. The officer gives him space to decide, making it clear that the choice is entirely his: pursue it through the courts or resolve it with a formal apology that still leaves a mark on the guard's record. What complicates things is the guard's attitude. Instead of showing remorse, he was smug, trying to twist the narrative and make the auditor look like the aggressor. That reaction hits differently. It's no longer just about a legal checkbox, it's about principle and accountability. Especially since this isn't some random civilian, it's an SIA licensed security guard, someone held to higher standards. You can see the auditor processing this in real time, even mentioning that he'll consult fellow auditors to gauge what's expected from the public's perspective. It's a classic head versus heart moment. Accept a neat resolution or push for something bigger to set a precedent. Here's a question for you. If someone in a licensed position acted smug after assaulting you, would you settle for an apology or take it to court to make a point?
there is a 6-month limitation prosecution on it, so...
I'm talking a week.
Okay, no, I'm just letting you know. What we'll do, we'll record it.
Thank you.
It will then go into one of our workloads, so we'll be sort of the officer in charge of it, and then we'll make yourself aware of who that is.
Thank you.
When that happens, so our sergeant will assign someone, and then it'll just be a matter for yourself to sort of approach us and give us your wishes, and we'll take it from there. In essence.
Yeah. Thank you.
We'll find it so we can give you a call.
Yeah. I'm happy with how you've dealt with it, guys. Thank you very much. Was the assault on the initial call?
I can't disclose. I'll be honest, mate, I can't disclose what was on the initial call. Or, like I said, we attended just because we've been told that someone's filming the site. That's also so. Obviously, you can probably judge by our reaction if we turned up. We're just sort of here to find out what happened. That's what we can say. All right.
Okay, thank you very much.
They should all be. I've informed as many as I can about. You know what you're doing. You can record whatever you want in public. You can fly drones. It's going to be under the weight. I can see from that it's not going to be more than the weight limit. It's all going to be above board. I've advised the chap to send an awareness email to the other plants, just so I don't know whether you're sticking around, but if you are, then at least the other plants or this plant are going to be aware in terms of you're doing things above board, and hopefully they'll research something before.
And if not,
try and prevent things happening again.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. We don't want you going and having repeats. I understand that it's part of what comes with part of the territory, I suppose, of what you do, but you don't go to get assaulted. No one does today. So
control your temper. If somebody's outside doing something that you're not happy with, and they're not listening to your request, if you think it's unlawful, they've got to hand it over to you guys, haven't they? They can't take the law into their own hands.
Cool. You got any questions at all?
No, all good. Thank you very much. Yeah, cool. just the numbers 25060 and 27584. And your station?
We're at
Moseley.
No, you forgot that. You moved.
I've only just say Bourne, that's what I used to be. Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice one, that Bourne.
I'm hopefully moving out soon. So.
anything obviously, your crime number will come through by text message a bit later on.
Text, I've got it.
No, your crime number.
Oh, right, okay.
I said I was going to lock it down for you as well, didn't I? We'll do that.
You don't need to go out your way, mate. I think I've got some sort of link to you now, look there.
So that's just for the footage.
Footage, is it? That's you, Jay Blanton?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I just want the log number down for you, and then when we crime it a bit later on, you get sent another number, because we love reference numbers,
Okay.
Which will be sort of like the investigation, if that makes sense.
This section is where the formal handover from on-scene response to the investigation team takes shape. A clean, professional wrap-up that shows how these situations are logged and followed through. The officer explains that the case will now be officially recorded and assigned to an investigating officer. The auditor has 6 months to decide whether to pursue prosecution, which gives him breathing room to think strategically instead of making a rush call. That's a smart move. Legal timelines matter, especially in assault cases. You can sense a mutual respect here. The auditor thanks the officers for their handling, and they in turn acknowledge his right to film and even take extra steps to inform nearby sites to avoid future flare-ups. This is exactly how preventative policing should look, not just reacting to incidents, but making sure the same scenario doesn't explode somewhere else next week. The officers also drop a crucial reminder. Security guards can't enforce their feelings. If they believe something unlawful is happening, their job is to hand it over to police, not take matters into their own hands. That line draws the legal boundary crystal clear. Finally, they exchange reference numbers, confirm evidence links, and make sure everything's on record, showing how a once tense confrontation is now transitioning into structured legal procedure. Here's a question for you. Do you think giving the auditor 6 months to decide is a fair balance between justice and flexibility, or should incidents like this be acted on immediately to send a stronger message?
And I'll walk away here knowing that these guys will leave a drone flyer and a photographer alone. That's a result for me.
Yeah. And hopefully the plants will.
Yeah, and he certainly will not assault anybody again whilst at work, which is fantastic. Because before that, he obviously felt it was okay to do that. And how long did he believe that? You know? What else has he done? Dread to think.
What's your plan now?
This was my first video in the area, and I'm looking to do about 5 today.
Okay. Are these like plants or?
Not at Birmingham City Council sites.
Oh, okay, just different areas. Okay.
Big companies that I can make an interesting video, and it would be nice drone footage as well.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I'm not sure who they are or where they are, but I'll cycle around. There'll be many people that see the video who used to work here years ago or live nearby. There'll be so many reasons why people watch the videos. So many reasons.
Yeah. I know a lot of.
Thank you.
A lot of police watch them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of what, sorry?
A lot of police watch them.
Right.
I mean, obviously, things like drones and stuff, that's not something we come across every day.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've dealt with any sort of drone incident.
Well, do you know when constables say that, I do just we had this discussion earlier. The Civil Aviation Authority Drone and Model Aircraft Code. Yeah. There is a section about keeping away 150 meters away from buildings. That's if you have a heavier drone, but just below it says you can fly. Gram. Yeah, below 250.
I presume that's the 249 gram.
That's the 249, I showed you, didn't I? Yeah. And on top of that, there's just one more app to check, and that's Drone Assist. That's the free app. And as long as you're not in any red zone, that's the blue dot just there, look. But if I zoomed out, you'd easily see a red zone nearby. So,
around the airport, yeah.
But look, we're not too far away from it. But if you was in there flying a drone, it would be illegal.
Yeah.
If you was flying a drone heavier than 249, it'd be illegal. They're the basics, really.
Yeah.
So there we go. Everyone's a winner.
That's one of the reasons why I watch the videos is to learn, because it's a good way.
Yeah.
I don't learn by just reading, I learn by watching and doing, and so it's useful.
So everybody involved walks away knowing something they didn't earlier.
Yeah.
And me as well, you know. I thought the bin situation in Birmingham was still as bad as when Audit in Britain came here, you know. Stacks of bin bags and...
Yeah, it is
but
a little bit like that in some areas.
Oh, is it? Right.
I think they have got on top of, I don't know whether it's the army or the councils or whatever they've got in place, but they've got on top of a lot of the areas in terms of getting back to weekly collection. But there are some areas the bin bags have piled up, and yeah, it's going to take a while, I think.
Can I drive through one of those areas on the way out? What area should I aim for?
Where's Sparkbrook?
This is like ties in Sparkbrook.
Yeah. It seems quite clean around here. Oh, I suppose it's because on their doorstep, isn't it?
I know it was bad around Allen Rock.
Okay.
Last time I was around there, I don't know whether it's still...
Okay. I'll put it in the sat nav before I leave the area. Right.
It's a little bit of a drive, or ride, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one of the highlighted areas that I remember going
Allen
through.
Rock. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, thank you very
Take
much.
care of yourself.
Circumstances.
I'll blur that bit out.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, don't worry, mate.
Please
don't
don't put my handwriting on there as well. My handwriting's terrible.
Anything but not my handwriting. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Take care.
care.
Nice to meet you.
This closing segment really wraps the entire encounter with a clean, positive finish, something you don't often see in tense audit situations. The auditor walks away knowing that both the officers and the security team now fully understand the legal boundaries around filming and drone usage. The guard who once acted out now realizes there are real consequences, and the officers have reinforced the rules with clarity. What makes this part even stronger is the educational exchange. The auditor explains the Civil Aviation Authority's drone rules, weight limits, and no-fly zones, while the officers openly admit it's not their daily area of expertise. That mutual respect and willingness to learn is exactly what turns a potential clash into a constructive moment. On top of that, the auditor plans to visit multiple sites, film drone footage, and even check out the Birmingham bin situation, blending local issues, law, and content creation into one impactful mission. This is a perfect example of how staying calm, factual, and prepared can shift the narrative. Here's a question for you. Do you think this kind of respectful, well-informed interaction is more effective for auditors than going in with a confrontational approach? If you're enjoying these breakdowns, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss the next viral audit moment. And don't just watch, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your take could be featured in the next video.